Folks, what's up? Welcome to the Scotty P Show. Uncle Phil's here. I am your host, Scotty P. You looking around here like all this green and red. Is it Christmas time? Nah, it ain't Christmas time, but it's a day that's almost as giving as Christmas. That's them conference championship games. Kansas City Chiefs, Cincinnati Bengals, San Francisco 49ers, Philadelphia Eagles.
Hell
Phil,
yeah.
What you talking about, my boy?
Oh, big game in the Birdhouse, man.
Financial.
Lincoln Finance Field. They're playing at home this year. You're like,
Again.
who could have figured?
Again.
But man, two heavy hitters. Got a rookie quarterback going against our, third-year quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It's the lowest age in conference championship history.
Yeah.
It's
Combined
Purdy Mouth is 23 and Jalen Hurts is 24. So according to my Glasgow, hold on, let me get my toes out. That's 47 years. Hell yeah. But big game, top two defenses, a lot of questions on both sides of the ball, but man, it's going to be hype in Philly this week.
And then on the other side, the other conference, you got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship to see who's going to the Super Bowl again. It's also back at the Red Kingdom.
Red Kingdom!
So let's get up into these games. You ready, big
All up in
dog?
them. Hell yeah.
Who brings us in?
Yo, Woozy, you know what to do.
You dig?
What it do? This is Alabama's own Woozy White Boy, and y'all tuned in to the Scotty P Show.
You dig.
First game we're going to Kansas City Chiefs and them Cincinnati Bengals rematch in the AFC Championship last year when Cincinnati came into the Red
Kingdom.
Got that W, took it on into the Super Bowl, and caught that L from the Los Angeles Corners. I was very wrong about that pick this year all season long. I was telling y'all how I could not get ready enough for the Buffalo and Kansas City AFC Championship game. I was sleeping on the Bengals. They must have been watching the show along with the
Obviously.
millions.
And millions.
Some Scotty P Show fans all around Cincinnati. OH.
I-O.
Couple elephants in the room. Yeah, big elephants. Literally and figuratively. Now, Kansas City lost those last three games to Cincinnati Bengals. Some at home, some away. AFC Championship, Week 17 of last year, Week 13 of this year, but 3-0 Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Also, one huge elephant in the room is your boy hurting a little wobble. Did you hear something about that, Phil?
According to my sources at Google, they told me he's hurting quite a bit. He's got a high ankle sprain, and they usually take about 3 to 4 weeks for recovery, and he don't have 3 to 4 weeks to recover.
No.
You know?
He's got 1 week.
Yeah, they're going to be at
Couple
home.
more days.
And like you said, they've had a problem with him with a two-legged Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So what is a 1.5 or maybe even a one-legged Patrick Mahomes going to do? We gonna see Chad Henne?
No.
Are you going to be up in there?
Go blue, but no.
Man, I don't know, but they're not going to have that Magic Man playability. He's not going to have that scramble ability. He's going to be running around. He's going to be hobbled. They're going to come after him. They know he's hurt. They're going to focus on that. They're going to alligator roll him.
Oh, 100%.
But the one thing is that the freaking Bengals have a hard time is covering the middle of the field, and especially the past 2 weeks with tight end coverage. And the Chiefs have a pretty good tight end. Do believe he's a future Hall of Famer. Name of Kelsey, Jason Kelsey. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Travis.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Sorry.
Jason Kelce.
That's our Jason
Your
Kelsey,
team.
our team. They have a pretty good tight end by the name of Travis Kelce. Future Hall of Famer indeed. I think he's going to make the difference no matter who's the quarterback. I do believe Kelsey is going to will that team to win. Mahomes is going to will that team to win. Andy Reid is going to will that team to win. And Red Kingdom is going to will that team to win. Come on, Jen, baby. Let's go, Chiefs!
I'm not going to go into too much stats from Kansas City Chiefs last week because Pat Mahomes was out part of the time. The other half of the time he was in, he was on one leg, man. So their stats aren't really that important now. But Cincinnati stats, hell yeah, they whooped the Bills' ass in Buffalo, in Orchard Park, went up there in the cold, in the snow, in Buffalo, in Western New York, whooped that ass. Woo! Get him, Cincinnati.
Oh.
Now, Joe Burrow, 23 of 36, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Team ran for 170. Joe Mixon had 105 yards and a touchdown, and that boy was leaning his shoulder. He was hitting that hole and coming down with the shoulder. He's going to lean it right into your chest and knock you out, man. He's a big physical dude, man. Swaggy dog. He's a badass. They held Buffalo to 265 yards in the air, no touchdowns and a pick, and they were only able to run 63. Now, that's Cincinnati going up to Buffalo. Now they're coming to Kansas City. Second time in a row. Second AFC championship in a row. Now, all 3 of those games, damn Chiefs led in the second half.
Yeah.
They were up 11 both times last year, week 17, and the AFC Championship. Up 11 going into half. The Chiefs scored 3 points exactly in both of those halves. Cincinnati came back and won that. Now the game this year, week 13. Kansas City scored 14 points in the third quarter, finally put up some second half points, but scored 0 in the fourth. And Cincinnati put up 10 and came back on that shit again, man. When Mahomes and Joe Burrow play, Joe Burrow is outplaying him. Let me give you a little stats right here, because Cincinnati folks are now, they're saying, who's your quarterback, bitch, when they look at the Chiefs. I'm just saying that's what they're saying. That ain't what I'm saying. Jen Victoria, that ain't what I'm saying. No Violent Vic. No Violent Vic. Come out here. All right? Mahomes, 26.3 points a game. Burrow, 29.3. Mahomes has 252 yards in the air game. Joe Burrow, 327. 6-2 touchdown to interception rate for Mahomes. Joe Burrow, 8-1. So he's dominating that shit right there. KC leads the league in points and yards, but Joe Burrow believes that his window is his whole motherfucking career. And I love that shit about him. I love the swag that dude has, even though he went to LSU and Ohio State, because I don't fuck with either one of those places. Coffee, YB, Vic, and Jen went Chiefs. Kyle and cousin Billy. Whoo! They went with the Bengals, man.
Where you going, big dog?
I hadn't made my pick up to this point, unless y'all see the blooper reel we did a few minutes ago. But if Eddie does a job, you'll never see, though we did that. And I think I'm going to go with, because there's no emotion in this, there ain't no betting in this, there ain't no scrimps in this. It's just honestly giving your football knowledge and telling you what is about to happen this weekend. It's in the Red Kingdom. It's going to be cold, but Cincinnati's cold too. And Joe Burrow's nickname is what? Joe Cool. So he's going to be cool in Kansas City. Leave Kansas City with them 0 wins against the Bengals. Give me Joe Burrow!
Shit.
Yeah.
Jen gonna whoop your ass.
Second game. Got your Eagles against Victoria's Big Boo! Against her 49ers.
Favorite team?
Where's the game at, Phil?
Lincoln Finance, baby.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
got
I can
another
believe
game
it.
at
It's in the
Lincoln
birdhouse.
Finance.
Believe it or not.
Well, I mean, I guess if you had every game in the whole regular season at home, you might as well have it in the postseason as well.
Plus
man.
number 1 seed.
You know, Lincoln Finance. Philadelphia Eagles. San Francisco 49ers. Philadelphia's 15-1 with their starting quarterback. San Francisco's won 12 straight. Y'all got an MVP candidate quarterback. They got a guy who's won 7 in a row as a starter. You're the number 2 defense. They're the number 1 defense. Phil, give me a little breakdown.
Everett. Like you said, top 2 defenses in the league. The Niners are led by former Philadelphia Eagles linebacker DeMeco Ryans, who also went to this, what college did he go to? Roll Tide, Alabama, baby. But, man, he's got those boys looking nice. Bosa's coming at it, interior lineman. They got lots of pressure, and they're mixing it up. My thing is they're relying a lot on turnovers. Everybody feeds on turnovers, and it changes the game, but they kind of rely on it. Or us, we get more pressure. We actually led the league in sacks with 70 this year. 3rd in NFL history behind the 1985 Bears. And anytime you're in company with a legendary squad like that, shit.
Dolphins beat the Bears that year. I'm just saying they
Yeah,
were
just
15-1, lost to the Dolphins. Just a little knowledge for y'all.
Like I said, we had 70 sacks. Guess who was in second place?
Red Kingdom!
Coming up behind with 55 sacks compared to our 70. We got a lot more pressure. We're facing Brock Prettymouth, like you said, 7 in a row. Niners got 12 in a row. We had a couple hiccups this season. Everybody thought we peaked too early. But you know what? I think we're going to peek all over the fucking faces. A.J. Brown's going to get that ball. A.J. Brown's going to get the ball deep. He acted like a diva last week a little bit. He's like, we won, but I want the ball. Ran the rock. Miles Sanders balled out. Like I said, Jalen Hurts is a little, hampered. He's not going to put himself out there. Last week against some Giants, he slid. Ran out of bounds. Wasn't putting his nose up there. I mean, he's too valuable.
Yeah.
That shoulder injury still nagging him. Got to worry about Lane Johnson with that abdominal injury. He's got to go against Bosa, man. That's hard work for anybody at 100%. We can't lose Lane Johnson because the stats with him versus him out of the game are staggering. We need that man to be healthy. We need everybody to stay healthy. No more hiccups. We're coming back, baby.
It's all right. That's what the notes are for, Phil Fowles.
But like I said, the two top defenses in the league, but our defense has a glaring hole in the middle. They're going to run slants. We can't let Kittles and McCaffrey, I know how to say it right, run slants up the middle, man. The boys can ball out, and we can't let that happen. We got to get up early, score often, go 6 and 7, not 3, and just put our fucking talons on those motherfuckers' necks. Because last time we faced those bitches is with, what's his name? Fucking Jerry Rice and the quarterback.
Joe.
Not Joe. The one after, Steve Young. It was Steve Young and Jerry Rice. They beat us in 96, 14-0. We want revang. It's in our house. Lincoln Finance. Fly. Eagles fly on the way to the Super Bowl. Let's go! Woo!
Eagles.
E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles!
All right, so we got Victoria, we got Jen, we got Coffee, and we got Cousin Billy going with Philly.
Oh, hell yeah, Cousin Billy. Root for Philly. Thanks for watching, baby. Thanks for watching.
YB and Kyle both went with B-Boo's 49ers, man.
How many syllables?
Oh, 2 for sure. Now let me get on my notes in here. Y'all met in week 2 of last year. Guess where that game was?
Lincoln Financial?
Hey! Fucking know.
Pirate House.
They won 17-11, but this is in not the very beginning of Jalen Hurts taking that team over, but the very beginning of him coming into the season as no one being the starter. He took over against the Saints like week 13, week 14 of the previous year, went over the last 4 or 5 games. Didn't play all that well, and some of them played really well in some of them. That's why they knew when they were bringing him back, they were confident in him. And we started off that season the same way he ended that first season, man. Just kind of ups and downs, but eventually he caught on, and the motherfuckers are running 1,700 yards a game, and 200 are his, and he's throwing 3 touchdowns, and kind of came into being the Eagles' way of ball right there, man. Now going to last week, 49ers won a tough game versus Dallas. Offense, nothing to brag about, but the defense was. They held Prescott to 37 throws and only amassed 206 yards. 37 throws, 2 interceptions, and they only got 76 rushing yards. Pollard went out. They wouldn't even give the ball to Zeke. I don't think it would have mattered. San Francisco was whooping that ass. Now, y'all put the beat down on the Giants. Man, 38-7. Ran for 268.
Yeah.
Hurts didn't have to play an incredible game, but he was incredibly efficient. 16-24, $154, 2 touchdowns. He also ran 9 times for 34 yards and got a touchdown out of that. The Giants had come off beating Minnesota's ass, beating Minnesota, and Minnesota, who had only lost 4 games that whole year. Man, you're talking about Daniel Jones had 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also ran the ball 17 times for 78 yards, man. Philly shut that shit down. Like Negan in that episode. I will shut that shit down.
Hell yeah.
No exceptions. That's what that felt like. Eagles.
Lucille was up in that mother.
100%. So Daniel Jones, who had that bomb-ass game, only had 15 for 27, 135 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick, 6 rushes for 24 yards. Get that shit out of here. Brock Purdy, since he's been in there,
got a real pretty mouth, boy.
Came in against the Miami Dolphins, as a matter of fact. That's the game he came in this year, man. But he's 16 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. In the 7 games he started, 14 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Now, he hasn't played against a defense like y'all all year. But you know what?
Especially on the East Coast.
He practices against one better than y'all every single day. every single day, but it's not the same emotion out there when you're in practice because that's your home. You ain't trying to kill them. Them Eagles will be trying to kill that motherfucker out there. This is how I break down the game. I'm going to break it down by positions, coaches, staffs, and who has the better of them. All right? Running back. I love Miles Sanders, but we're going with your boy Christian McCaffrey. Running back goes to the San Francisco 49ers. Wide receivers, man, give me A.J. Brown and Roll Tide Devontae Smith all day. Philly taking that one. The tight ends, love Goddard. He ain't no George Kittle, though. Kittle and Kelsey, baddest two dude at tight end in the game. Overall offense, flying with the Eagles. Overall defense, y'all are second. They're first. Got to give that to the 49ers. Coach, since their coach has been around longer and they've gone to 3 out of 4 NFC championships right now, I'm going with him. They sure did fucking choke a couple times. Quarterback, you have a third-year starter, second-year starter, but third-year guy. They're going with the rookie. Give me that to the Eagles. So all in all, that's balanced out right there. You know, that's about an even matchup. You know the one category I didn't put on there, Uncle Phil?
Location.
Location, which is where?
Lincoln Financial Field, baby.
Again,
Yes,
at
sir.
Lincoln Finance.
Yes, sir.
At Lincoln Finance.
Number 1 seed.
Where is it?
Lincoln Finance.
Lincoln Finance.
The motherfucking birdhouse, dog.
Then you can look up in the sky, because that's where the Eagles will be flying.
Woo!
Fly, Eagles, fly.